Good evening, everyone. This is RJL 518 welcoming you back to another exciting edition of Inside Pitch. The 1981 season is on the air. We have reached the month of May. Today is May 2nd, 1981. We are at Three Rivers Stadium as the Houston Astros take on the Pittsburgh Pirates. The Astros come into this game 7 wins and 13 losses. The Pirates 6-9. Both teams coming out a little bit struggling out of the gate, but still lots of baseball as we're getting here into May. Right now, the Pirates are in 5th place in the National League East, and the Astros are also in 5th place in the National League West. So a pretty important game for these two, as both these teams are still trying to find their way here in this very short 1981 season. So we have now entered the month of May, and hopefully we'll have a good game between these two. And maybe not as long as the last one was. I'm still recovering from that game. Pittsburgh historically won this game 5-4, 19 hits and 3 errors combined between the two. So we should have a good matchup today. BB is first to join us here at Three Rivers Stadium. And hopefully we got a good matchup. So let's get excited and let's get back to baseball as we now begin the month of May in this 81 season. As I've said, playing one game per every 3 days of baseball has already toned down a little bit of the grind for me. And even though this is a very short season, 1981, because of the strike, when we play a full season of 162 or 154 games, I think it'll still be easier to deal with. So let's get started. Let's get back to baseball. Starting pitcher for the Pittsburgh Pirates in this game was Rhoden. 9 wins, 4 losses, a 3.89 ERA. He gets the call today for the Bucks at Three Rivers Stadium. Let's get going and let's get set. Let's play some baseball. Top of the first, leading off for the Astros will be Denny Walling. And he is at right field today. 234 average, 5 homers, 23 RBIs for the Astros. Yellow, white, and black dice. The Pirates are the home team. We knew Steeler fan would not miss an Astros game. We know he won't miss it, so here we go. Rhoden with the first pitch. 4-1, strikeout 14 too high. Three Rivers Stadium subtracts 2 from strikeouts, nothing else across. Walling will swing 5-5, and he begins with a base hit to left field. Walling gets himself a leadoff single. Next up for the Astros, shortstop Craig Reynolds, 260 average, 4 homers, 31 RBIs. Double play depth is called. Let's see if happening 13 is a no. Rhoden, he will pitch. 2-1 against the lefty, that's blank. Reynolds will swing the bat. 6-3, and that's going to be a fly out to right. One out. And the next batter is center fielder Cesar Cedano. The Astros pretty much have a lot of the players back. Most of these players from the 1976 season. Cedano had a good year, 271 average, 5 homers, 34 RBIs. I have no problem with those stats. And that is a 2. Walling does not get the jump. Do we get a hit and run? Let's see. His attempt is 1, -1 is a 0. Cedano against righties is a 6, -2 is a 4. So you add +4. Yes, they do have a hit and run. Walling, actually not bad at stealing, a 13. I really don't see a strikeout here. I'm going to go hit and run. So Walling will go ahead. We'll see. Hit and run is called. 2-6 from Rhoden. That's at the park. Three Rivers Stadium will say 5-4, and that is a home run to the pull side. Against a righty, Cedano is an 8. On a hit and run, however, that is cut in half, and that would be a 4. But it's a 14. That's going to be too high anyway, and that's going to be a fly out to the pull side, and that's a fly out to left is what that is. and that is out number 2. So Rhoden pitched him not that great a pitch, but Cedano couldn't get it anyway, even if it wasn't a hit and run. So 2 outs, and that will bring up left fielder Jose Cruz. He seems to be on every Astros team I got. He was on the 80, I believe he was on the 85 team. He was on 76, and now he's on 81. Jose Cruz, one of certain players that actually stayed with the Astros long. Not a bad year, 267 average, 13 bombs, 55 RBIs, not too shabby. Nothing happening on the bases. Rhoden will pitch. 3-3, range play. Cruz, 5-2, and that's a ground ball to second base. That ball is hit to Vance Law. His range is a 3. He's got it, and he'll toss it to first for the out, and that will retire the side. So no runs and a hit for the Astros. And we go to the bottom of the first. Starting pitcher for the Houston Astros in this game was Bob Knepper. Another blast from the past. Knepper, 9 wins, 5 losses, a 2.18 ERA. That's a very good season. Knepper was I believe, an MVP candidate in 1981. Knepper had an excellent season that year. Bottom of the first, leading off for the Pirates, center fielder Omar Moreno, 276 average, a homer, 35 RBIs. That's a good year. I have no problem with that. Knepper will make the pitch. 3-2, strikeout, 13. Got him. Nope, he struck him out. Moreno is a 15, -2 is a 13 against lefties, and he got him. Strikeout number 1 for Knepper. He had 75 of them in 81. Next batter will be the shortstop, Tim Foley. another guy that brings up memories. 247 average, no homers, 20 RBIs that year. Knepper will go ahead and pitch. 5-5, home run chance. But Foley, however, has zeros. I don't need to check Knepper, so it's not going to be a homer. Foley, 6'5", he does hit a ball to center field. That is an 18 against the lefty. That's going to be too high, and that's going to be a fly out to center. So nothing going on there. Brian Patterson joins us here at Three Rivers Stadium. Next up will be left fielder Lee Lacy, 268 average, 2 homers, 10 RBIs. He was in left field for this game. Knepper will go ahead and see what he's got. And let's see here, 4-3. That's a range play at the park. Three Rivers Stadium, 1-1. That's grounded at the plate. That's Ashby. His range is a 4 at the plate. But nope, it's going to get away from him, and that's going to be a base hit for Lacy. And that's a single. Oh, not a good play by Ashby. A range play a little bit away from him, it looks like. So that's going to be a 2-out single for Lacy. Third baseman Bill Madlock is up next. Had a very good year. 341 average, 6 homers, 45 RBIs in 82 games played for the Pirates. Bill Madlock was a terror at the plate that year. Also an MVP candidate. Lacy at first. I don't know if he's going to do anything. That is a 12. The answer, he does get the steal. He does get the jump. 11 plus 1 is 12, and he's very quick at stolen bases. He's got 24. You know what? I'm going to send him. 18, he has an 18, 0 from Knepper, and Ashby's a -1. So a 1-17, Lacy will steal second. He does. Makes it easily. So a stolen base for Lee Lacy. Let's see if he gets a jump to third. He needs a 6 or lower to get it. Nope, he'll stay put this time. Madlock, the Hall, the very good. Yes, absolutely, Bill Madlock, the Hall, the very good. They want to, sometimes some people say Hall of Famer. Borderline for that, but Hall, the very good, no problem with saying that. Madlock was a good hitter. Knepper will pitch. 2-6. Against the right-hander, that is a blank. Madlock. 5-3 against the lefty. Single past the third baseman, and that's a base hit for Madlock. Let's see if he scores Lacey. Base running rating is a 4. With 2 outs becomes a 5. Single pass third. Nope, that 5 will do it. He will come around and Lacey will score. It's 1-0 Pirates. Madlock does get the RBI. RBI single by Madlock and the stolen base does help the Bucks in this game. 1-0 Pittsburgh. Next batter for the Bucks will be right fielder Mike Easler. 286 average, 7 homers, 42 RBIs. That's a good year. Let's see if Madlock's going to do anything at first. That's an 11. He won't. Knepper, he'll make the pitch. 4-3. And that's a range play at the park. Three Rivers Stadium, 6-6. That's a ground ball to third. The ball is hit to HOU. HOU's range is a 4, and he's got it. And he will throw to second to get Madlock and retire the side. Nice play by HOU. 1 run for the Pirates on 2 hits and a stolen base. 1-0 in favor of the Bucks. We go to the top of the second. Leading off for the Astros will be first baseman Mike Ivy. Now, for those of you who of course been watching our games, you've already seen Mike Ivy. You already saw Mike Ivy in a game again in the let's see, where is he? Let's see. I know we just did him. Yeah, you already saw Mike Ivy on the San Francisco Giants in the game against the Dodgers. So you already saw Ivy in this, but here Mike Ivy was already traded to Houston, so Ivy now is on the Astros. Ivy a 254 average and 9 RBIs that year. So Rhoden will go ahead and pitch. 4-1, strikeout 18, no. Ivy 1-6, that's fly out to right. So yes, Ivy was on the Giants in our game against the Dodgers earlier, but he has now found his trade to the Astros. Here is the third baseman, Art Howe. And yes, future manager. Future manager of the Astros, as a matter of fact. Art Howe had a good year. 296 average, 3 homers, 36 RBIs in 103 games. 296 average, that's fine by me. Rhoden, 1-2, strikeout 14, no. Howe gets the swing. 3-1. That's a ball hit to right field. That's a 16. Against the righty, though, it's going to be too high, and that's going to be another fly out to right. 2 down. Here is the catcher, Alan Ashby. 271 average, 4 homers, 33 RBIs. Another good, decent year. Rhoden with the deal. And 6-3, that is blank. Ashby, 1-4, and he pops out to first, and getting under that is going to be Thompson, and that retires the side. So nothing across for the Astros. We go to the bottom of the second. Leading off for the Pirates, first baseman Jason Thompson, 242 average, 15 homers, 42 RBIs. He has a lot of splits on that card. He's actually pretty good against left-handed hitting. Jason Thompson will take his spot in the batter's box. Knepper, 1-3, strikeout 20. No, he doesn't get it. Thompson is a 20, but -2 from the stadium makes him an 18. That 20 is too high. Thompson gets the swing. 6-2, and that's a line out to second. So he doesn't strike out, but doesn't do anything with the ball either. Next up will be the catcher, Steve Nicosia, 231 average, 2 homers, 18 RBIs in 81. Knepper, he'll make the pitch. 6-5, that's at the park. Three Rivers Stadium, 2-1, and that's a fly out to right, 2 down. And that will bring up the second baseman, Vance Law, who will find himself on the White Sox in the future. Not this year, but he will find it there. 134 average, no homers, only 3 RBIs. He only had 67 at-bats in 81. Probably until Tony Pena came up later for the Pirates this year. Knepper will go ahead and pitch. 3-2, strikeout 16. No! Vance Law does have a 17, but -2 from the stadium makes him a 15. He avoids the strikeout 2-1, but he does ground out to the shortstop. Picking it up will be Reynolds, and he throws it over to first for the final out. So 1-2-3 go the Pirates in this inning, and it's still 1-0 in favor of the Bucks after 2. Third inning up and the way. Leading off for the Astros will be their second baseman, Kiko Garcia. A very good second baseman, great range. He's got a 5 there at range. Kiko Garcia, 272 average, no homers, 15 RBIs. That's not a bad year for a guy that played about half the games that season. A little bit less than half. Rhoden with the pitch. 6-5. That's a blank. He's not tired. Garcia. 1-6. It's a fly out the left. One man down. That will bring up the pitcher, Bob Knepper. He batted 149 that year as a hitter. 5-4, blank by Rhoden. Knepper, 5-1, and he flies out to center for out number 2. 2 men out, and here's Walling. Walling got a single his first time up. He's 1 for 1. Rhoden getting set to make the pitch. 1-6. That's an error on a grounder. Walling, 3-1. That is a ground ball. That's hit to third. That's hit to Madlock. His error rating is a 9. That's a 4, and he's not going to be able to make the play. He bobbles it and plain drops it, and Walling is going to be safe at first on an error. So that is an E5 on Bill Madlock. First error on the Pirates. The Pirates did commit 2 errors in this game. The Astros committed 1. So there's the first error right there. So the Astros get themselves an extra out, and Rhoden can't say, come on, man, I know you can hit the ball, but can you please field? It really would help. So an error on Madlock, and that will give Reynolds a chance to go ahead and get him in there. Reynolds is 0 for 1. Walling is a bit of a threat, not really a threat to steal, and he's not doing it there. Rhoden will have to make another pitch, this time to Reynolds. Rhoden, 3-6, that's blank. Reynolds, 4-1. That's going to be a base hit to right field, a single for Reynolds. Walling's base running rating is a 4 with 2 outs. Single to right, and single to right. And that is a +2, which is a 6. Right fielder for Pittsburgh is Easler. He has a 0 arm. There won't be a throw. Walling will automatically make third. So Reynolds gets a single there and gets Walling to third base. So the Astros try to take advantage of the error. And the very dangerous Cedano is up. Cedano is 0 for 1. Runners at the corners here with 2 outs in the top of the third. Pirates leading 1-0, but Houston is threatening. Anything happening? The 12 means no. Rhoden looking in on Cedano. He'll make the pitch. 1-3 against a righty. Strikeout 10. No, that's too high. Cedano gets to swing the bat. 1-3 against a right-handed pitcher, and that's going to be a ground ball to third base. This time, Madlock does not make an error, picks it up, throws to first, and that will retire the side. So it looked like it could have been, the Astros looked like they could have done something with it, but they could not do it there. No runs, a hit, and an error. Still 1-0 in favor of the Pirates. Bottom of inning number 3. Leading off for the Pirates will be the pitcher, Rick Rhoden, 188 average, and that's all he had in 1981, so that's what he did as a hitter that year. Knepper will pitch. 4-6 against a right-hander. That is a blank. Rhoden swings. 6-6, and he flies out to center. One man down. Here's Moreno. Moreno is 0 for 1. Knepper, 1-2 against the lefty. Strikeout plus. That 9 will get him. That will make him a 25. And Knepper does strike out Moreno. And that is the second strikeout for Knepper. And also, Moreno is the one that struck out twice. So that is out number 2 as he gets him on that K. Here's Foley. Foley is 0 for 1. Knepper will go ahead and shake it. 5-5. Home run chance, but Foley again has zeros at the home run rating. That is a 1. Against the righty, Knepper does throw a mistake pitch. That's a fat pitch coming over the plate. Foley, however, is just going to get over it, and he's going to ground that ball to third. HOU has got it, pumps once and throws to first, and gets the final out of the inning. Side retired. 3 up, 3 down. Still 1-0 in favor of the Pirates. In a pretty big early matchup here on the board between two teams that are struggling a little bit out of the gate in this very short 1981 season. Leading off for Houston will be Jose Cruz. Cruz is 0 for 1. Rhoden takes the ball, goes ahead and shakes it up. Philip Reynolds joins us here at Three Rivers Stadium. We going 17 tonight. Philip, I should just ban you just for bringing that up. Rhoden with the pitch. 6-4, blank. Cruz, 1-6. And that's going to be a single right past the shortstop. That'll be a base hit for Cruz. Cruz gets a leadoff hit on. And that will bring up Ivy. Ivy 0 for 1, infield double play depth. Cruz not really a steal threat. And he does not get the jump, and I'm not going to do a hit and run here, so Rhoden will pitch to Ivy. Rhoden, 2-5, strikeout 4, got him. He strikes out Ivy. And that's the first strikeout for Rhoden. He had 76 of them in 81. First guy he gets on a strikeout, and that's the first out as well. Here's HOU. HOU is 0 for 1. And an 8 says nothing doing. Rhoden will go ahead and settle in. He'll make the pitch. 6-6, hit by pitch. 6, no. He doesn't hit HOU, but HOU will hit the ball. 4-5, and he's going to single into right field for Art HOU. That's a base hit. Cruz's base running rating is a 3. Single to right, +2 is 5. Right fielder Easler is 0. On the yellow die, a 1-5. Cruz will make third. That is a 6, and the white die is a 3. And since the ball was hit to Easler, his arm rating is a 0. That's going to be an out, and that is going to be a 2. The throw goes to third, and Cruz is thrown out at third base. Lead runner thrown out. Picked up there by Easler, and he throws to third, and he gets Cruz going to third. And that is out number 2. And that is out number 2. Art HOU has a base running rating of 3. He takes second on the throw. So it was a 2 here. So he does go ahead, and he gets Cruz going to third. HOU does go to second, but there are 2 outs. Holy cow, a big play on Cruz. And that will be a single for HOU, but an assist made by Easler. Wow. But a runner still in scoring position for Ashby, and he is 0 for 1. Now 2 outs. Fans here at Three River Stadium saw the put out by Easler to get Cruz out at third. HOU on at second. Anything happening on the bases there? No. Rhoden will make the pitch. 4-4. That's a pitcher result. Ashby a switch hitter. He'll hit from the left side. A 1 to 10's a single up the middle. The 5 is good. That's a base hit right past Rhoden. HOU's base running rating is a 4 with 2 outs, and he will come around third, and he will score. We're tied at 1. Ashby gets the RBI single as Rhoden doesn't make a good pitch, and Ashby took him right back up there, and we have a tie game. RBI single by Ashby. Now tied at 1, as I know Steeler fan will be happy about that one. Here's Garcia. Garcia is 0 for 1. Ashby still on at first. No play there. Rhoden does have pickoff chance. 2 outs now. Rhoden. 6-1 against a righty. Strikeout 4, and he will get him. He strikes out Garcia, and that will end the inning. 1 run on 3 hits. 1 put out, 2 strikeouts. We go to the bottom of the 4th, tied at 1 here. I'm surprised Steeler fan didn't say rigged when Cruz was thrown out at third, but he knows when to say rigged. Leading off for the Pirates will be Leon Lacy. Lee Lacy. Lacy 1 for 1, got a single and a stole a base his first time up. Knepper 2-6 against a right-hander that is blank. Lacy swings 3-1, and Lacy leads off with a double into right field. He smacks that and bounces off the wall. Walling picks it up. He'll throw it in, but Lacy already safe at second with a double. His second hit of the game. The very dangerous Bill Madlock is up next. He has a single his first time up. He's 1 for 1. Lacy is a threat to do something. That's 6. He does get the jump to go to third, but with Madlock at the plate, I'm not going to send Lacy. Lacy would have had a 1 to 17 chance to steal third base. He did get the jump, but with Madlock and a 341 average, you don't send Lacy, and he's already in scoring position. With a base running rating of 4, he'll probably score on a hit. Knepper, 3-1, strikeout 7, too high. Madlock didn't strike out much that year. 5-4 for Madlock, and there it is. That's your single, right past the shortstop, base hit. Lacy's base running rating of 4, and he will score. It's 2-1. The Pirates take the lead right back. RBI single by Madlock. Stadium cheers. Yay! Section 1933 groans. Madlock gets his second hit of the game. He's now 2 for 2. And here is Easler. Easler is 0 for 1. Infield now with double play depth. And that's a 7. Madlock is not going to do anything, although there is a hit and run possibility. But against lefties, yeah, okay, there we go. Whatever. Yeah, whatever, Steeler fan. You always got to put it in there. Let's see. Do I want to do Easler on a hit and run? The hit and run is there. Against lefties, he can't hit the homer. Easler, 286 average. No, I'll let him swing. Madlock will hold it first. No hit and run. Knepper, 6-3. Range play. Easler, 2-6. That's a line drive to second. That ball is hit to Garcia. His range is a 4, but with the infield to double play depth, it's a 3. And he's got it. Makes the catch. Madlock, let's see if they get the double play. And that is a 5. No, they will not get the double play. Madlock gets back to first. Easler scorched it right at Garcia, and he got it. And that was a tough play, too. Madlock does get back, out number 1. Here's Thompson. Let's see, L4. Thompson is 0 for 1. Let's see if anything happening. Again, the hit and run is available. Thompson hits home runs with 20. I'm not doing it. Knepper will pitch. 2-2. Against the lefty, that's going to be an automatic out. And it will be a fly out to left for out number 2. A Steeler fan loves his 1985 Astros who won the whole thing. Here's Nicosia. Nicosia is 0 for 1. Anything with the 8? Nope, they'll stay put. Knepper looking in on Nicosia. He'll go ahead and deal it. 2-1. That's a walk plus 10. That 4 will walk Nicosia, and the Pirates inning is not done yet. So he walks him, and that is the first walk issued by Knepper. He had 37 of them in 81. And that will give Vance Law a chance to get the run in. Law is 0 for 1. Checking the strat, that's a 4. Madlock staying put, although he does not get the steal. Madlock on at second, Nicosia at first. Knepper ready to deal. 6-4. And against the right-hander, that's blank. Law, 6-5. Fly ball left field. Jose Cruz will get to that easily and put it away for the out. 1 run on 2 hits and a walk. And after 4, the Pirates have retaken the lead. It's 2-1. Like to remind you guys that we have 3 consecutive years right now going on in at least in tabletop baseball. In tabletop baseball action. As you know, I am doing the 1981 season. Tony Porter at CP Cards and Dice. He is doing a Oakland Athletics 1980 replay. And of course, David Baseball Demos has just started his 1982 playoffs, the NLCS and ALCS. So you have 3 different channels doing consecutive 80s, 1980, 1981, and 1982. And by the way, go check them all out. And of course, David Baseball Demos, his playoffs are already going to be spectacular, I can tell. He does Stratomatic. He will do Stratomatic 1982. And Tony Porter, of course, does Fall Classic 1980. We go to the top of the 5th inning. Leading off for the Astros will be Bob Knepper. He's 0 for 1. Rhoden sets in. He'll deal to the pitcher. 1-6, error on a grounder. Knepper, 3-2, and that is not going to be an error. That's going to be a single right back to Rhoden. Knepper has a base running rating of 1. It's a slow roller. Knepper on his way to first. Will Knepper beat the throw? No, he will not. Rhoden's got it, and he just gets Knepper out by a step. Probably a Baltimore chop in front of the plate. Knepper needed a 1 in order to get it, and that is a 2. He just barely gets nipped, and that is going to be a grounder to the pitcher, and that's out number 1. Next up is Walling. Walling is 1 for 2, a single and reached on an error. Rhoden, he will pitch. 1-1, strikeout 19, too high. Walling, 4-1, fly out to right. 2 outs. 2 men down, and here is Reynolds. Reynolds is 1 for 2. Rhoden pitching pretty well so far. 5-4, that's blank. Reynolds, 3-5, and that's a fly ball to left field. And Lee Lacy gets to that one, taps his glove, and it goes in, and that's out number 3. So 1, 2, 3 go the Astros as we go to the bottom of the 5th. Rick Rhoden is the leadoff batter for the Pirates. He is 0 for 1. Knepper sets in. 5-6, that's a blank. Rhoden will actually get to swing. 5-5, and Rhoden goes ahead. That's a base hit to left field. That's an S7, a single to left. Rhoden helps his own cause, and he will trot to first. Base hit for Rhoden, and that will bring up Moreno. Moreno 0 for 2. He struck out twice. Infield double play depth. Knepper does have a pickoff chance. He won't get it. So Rhoden on at first. Knepper will get the deal. And it's a 1-5. That's a walk plus 10, and that 10 will walk Moreno, and the Pirates are in business. So he allows a base hit to the pitcher. Now he walks Moreno. Runners at first and second for Foley. Foley 0 for 2. Nothing happening on the 18. Foley could bunt, but why would you want to? You got runners at first and second here. Knepper will go ahead and make the pitch. And that's a 1-4. Hit by pitch. 9 is too high. Foley, 2-3. And that's going to be a single right up the middle for Foley. A base hit right past Knepper through the box. And that will be a base hit. Rhoden's base running rating of 1. Does he come in? Yes, he does. On a single one, anybody from second scores. So Rhoden will come around and he will score. Moreno's base running rating is a 5, and he will make third. He's got great speed, so he goes to third. Foley goes to first. It's 3-1 in favor of the Pirates. Stadium cheers. Yay! Section 1933 groans. Next batter is Lacey. Lacey is 2 for 2, a single and a double. Infield is still a double play depth. They're now going to call the infield in. You don't want any more runs here. You're already down 3-1. Knepper will go ahead and make the pitch. Let's see if Foley going to do anything. And that is a 12. No. Moreno on at third. Foley on at second. Knepper pitches. 5-5. Home run chance. Leon Lacey, a righty, a 1-10. The 17 is too high. Knepper does not make an error, make a mistake. Lacey, a 5-4, but against the left-handed pitcher, that's going to be a fly ball to left field, and that will be an out. That's a fly out to left. It's out number 1. Lacey has no sacrifice fly rating, so he can't do that on his own. But Moreno has got great speed. His base running rating is a 5. Cruz is a 0 arm. A 1-5, Moreno will score, and he does on a sacrifice fly. Great speed. He just trots on home with a rating of 5. There pretty much is almost, he's either going to be safe or out. He's not going to hold unless on the runner arm. And it is now 4-1 Pirates. And Steeler fan will say, rigged. So he does get the sacrifice fly. There is only 1 out. Infield will now go back to double play depth. That brings up the dangerous Madlock. Madlock is 2 for 2. He's got 2 singles. Foley will go ahead and hold out there. Let's see if he's doing anything. That is a 7. No. Knepper, although a hit and run's available, but you're up by 3 runs now. Let Madlock hit away. Madlock, Knepper, 4-6 against a right-hander. That's blank. Madlock swings. 1-2-1. And that's going to be a single in the center field from Madlock, and Knepper is now beginning to get hit. Single to center. Foley's BR is a 3. Center field, single to center, -1. Center field, Cedano is a 2. And center field, Cedano is a +2 arm. So a 1-4, Foley will make third. He does. He does make third, and with that 3, and it's a 1. And on that 3, Madlock is going to take second on the throw. The throw goes to third. Foley is safe, and Madlock takes second on the throw on a 1-3. Oh boy, not looking good for Knepper now. Runners at second and third, and still 1 out. That's the 3rd hit from Madlock. He's 3 for 3. Next batter is Easler. The Astros are beginning to warm up the bullpen a little bit here. Maybe another run or 2. That could be it for Knepper. Already down 4-1 here to the Pirates. And no double play depth. They will call the infield in. Easler is 0 for 2. Madlock on at second. Foley at third. Knepper will see anything happening on the bases. That's a 12. No. Knepper will make the pitch. 4-6 against the lefty. Strikeout +4. Got him. He does strike out Easler on that one, and that will be out number 2, and that's the third K for Knepper. 2 outs. That's a big strikeout. Next up is Jason Thompson. Thompson is 0 for 2. Strategy roll says a 20. Knepper does have a pickoff chance, and a good one, but he can also make an error. A 1-6 would be a pickoff. A 7-11 is a pickoff error. And he's going to throw to second to get Madlock, and he got him. Knepper picks off Madlock at second base, and the inning is over. He gets Madlock at second. Knepper turned around. Madlock was way off the bag, and he got him, and that will retire the side. Madlock caught sleeping a little bit there. And that ends the inning, and that's huge. Thompson, but Knepper gets the pickoff. And he did have a good pick. He did pick off a number of players. 2 runs on 3 hits, a sacrifice fly. After 5, the Pirates lead 4-1. 6th inning coming up. Rhoden pitching pretty well. Cedano leads off, and he is 0 for 2. Rhoden, he'll look in, he'll make the deal. 2-5. That's a strikeout. 12. That's too high. Cedano, 6-3. That's a fly out to left. Astros not getting the hits so far in this ball game. Here's Cruz. Cruz is 1 for 2 and got thrown out at third base earlier. Rhoden, a 4-4. That's a pitcher result. Cruz a lefty. A 1-10's a single up the middle. That 16 is too high. Cruz, 2-2, and that's grounded to first base. Out number 2. Ground out to first. 2 men down now for Ivy. Ivy is 0 for 2. Rhoden settles in. Fans here at Three Rivers Stadium enjoying the game. Rhoden, 6-2, blank. Ivy, 1-4, and Ivy goes ahead and gets a double. He'll smack that one to left. And a double for Ivy, so the Astros keep the inning alive. Ivy gets his first hit of the game. That's a double. And that does give HOU a chance to see if he can bring in Ivy and maybe cut the lead down a little bit. HOU is 1 for 2. He has a single. 2 outs. And a 20. Rhoden does have a chance to pick off. A 1 is a balk. A 2-4 is a pickoff. He throws to second. No. Ivy gets back. Rhoden will now pitch to HOU. 2-1 against a right-handed pitcher, a right-handed batter. HOU right smacks it back through the box, and that's going to be a single for HOU. Right back there. Ivy will come around third, and he will score. It's 4-2. HOU gets a big single. Four to 2 now as the Astros cut the lead in half. HOU picks up a single right off of Rhoden's card. That will bring up Ashby. Ashby is 1 for 2. Still 2 outs in the top of the 6th. Rhoden settling in. Am I rolling a strat? Yes, although I don't think HOU's going to do anything. No. Rhoden will settle in. He'll make the pitch. 4-6. Range play. Ashby. 6-6. That's a fly ball to center field. That ball is hit to Moreno. Moreno's range is a 3. Does he make the catch? No, he doesn't. And that is going to be a single for Ashby. The inning continues. Single to center. HOU's base running rating is a 4 with 2 outs. Single to center, -1 is 3. Moreno a 0 arm. A 1-3. A 1-3 for HOU. He's safe. 4-5 he holds. A 6-1-3. There could be an out. That is a 2. HOU will get the third. And Ashby holds at first. Base hit. HOU gets the third. And a single for Ashby. That's his second hit of the game. And that brings up Kiko Garcia. Runners at the corners with 2 outs. And Rhoden, they're going to let him pitch. Although Garcia hits righties better than lefties. It's the 6th inning. I really don't want to just take him just because of card. So I'm going to let Rhoden pitch. Runners at the corners with 2 outs. 4-2. Astros now threatening. Checking a strat. 3. No play. Rhoden will go ahead. He makes the pitch. 6-3. Blank. Garcia. 4-5. And that's going to be a ground ball to shortstop. Foley has got it. He throws to second to get Ashby. And that will retire the side. Oh, a chance goes by the board. They do get a run on 3 hits. We go to the bottom of the 6th. These regular season games sometimes turn out to be as exciting as playoff games. And I have a very funny feeling that when we get to the 1981 postseason, we're going to see a lot of strange stuff. Bottom of the 6th inning. Coming up to bat for Pittsburgh will be Jason Thompson. He was the batter when Madlock was picked off at second. Am I going to let Knepper pitch? He's due to bat first in the 7th. Yes. I will let Knepper pitch. So Knepper will pitch to Thompson. 2-4. Against the lefty, that's automatic out. And it will be a fly out to left. Nice job by Knepper as he gets the first quick out. Here is Nicosia. Nicosia is 0 for 1. He walked his last time up. Knepper, ready to deal. 5-1. That's a pitcher result. Nicosia righty. A 1-10's an automatic out. The 9 is good, and that is going to be a fly out to center. So Nicosia goes down quickly. And now we'll see if the law can win one here. So far, Knepper has fought the law, and Knepper has won, as Vance Law is 0 for 2. Yeah, you say, cue the Astros. That's right. 2 men out. Here's the pitch from Knepper. 1-3, strikeout. 16, no, that's going to be too high. 17 minus 2 is a 15. That 16 will not pass. Law, 6-5. And again, Knepper will fight the law, and Knepper will win. That's a fly ball to left field. Getting under it is Jose Cruz. He will put it away. 3 up and 3 down. A nice job by Knepper. After 6, still 4-2 in favor of the Bucks. Top of inning number 7 coming up. Bob Knepper is due to lead off, and that will be it for him, as he will go. He had only about maybe 2 more batters to face before tiring. So that will be it for Bob Knepper. The Astros will go to the bullpen. And coming on to pinch hit for the Astros will be Terry Poole. There you go. Another blast from the past. Terry Poole, 251 average, 3 homers, 28 RBIs. He usually starts in right field or center field. So Poole will bat against Rhoden here to start the top of the 7th. Big Clue joins us here at the stadium by the 3 Rivers. Rhoden, 5-5, strikeout 8, got him. He struck him out. He gets Poole on a K. And that is strikeout number 3 for Rhoden. Out number 1. Rhoden can pitch to 1 more batter before tiring, and that is going to be Denny Walling. Rhoden will pitch, and that's a 2-6. That's at the park. 3 Rivers Stadium says 5-1. That's ground out to first, and that is out number 2. As yes, we do say congratulations to Steeler fans, Astros in the actual season for knocking out the White Sox, and I did not expect the White Sox to beat the Astros. I'm going to tell you right now, though, Steeler fan, your Astros are going to have their hands full with the Red Sox. That Red Sox team got hot at the right time, and the Rays, who really were the best team in the American League, had no answer for the hitting. The Astros and Red Sox, that's going to be a heck of a series. And tomorrow night, we get to watch the Dodgers and the Giants. Amazing. A team with either 106 wins or 107 or 106 or 107 wins. One of those teams will not be playing in the World Series. That is amazing. Here's Craig Reynolds. Reynolds is 1 for 2. Rhoden is now tired, and he's due to lead off the bottom of the 7th, and they're going to let him pitch. Rhoden, 3-6. That's a blank. Reynolds, 6-5. That's a ball hit the right field. That is an 18 against the righty. That is way too high, and that's just going to be a fly out to right. So out number 2, or is that actually out number 3? That's out number 3, isn't it? That's out number 3, because Poole struck out, Wallen grounded out, and Reynolds flew out. That's a third out. My bad, I'm not paying attention. And that is a 3-up and 3-down inning for Rhoden. He gets the job done. Nice job by Rhoden to probably end his night. We are at the 7th inning stretch. Sing, take me out to the ball game. I'll be right back. Don't forget, tonight we'll have 10-minute ticker after the game, and our next scheduled broadcast will be for May 5th. We'll get our first look at the Milwaukee Brewers. The Milwaukee Brew Crew will be on the board for the first time in this season. Pete Vukovich pitching for the Brewers. We'll also get our first look at the Seattle Mariners and Jerry Don Gleaton. So the Milwaukee Brewers taking on the Seattle Mariners tomorrow night for May 5th. Pete Vukovich against Jerry Don Gleaton. The Mariners are off to a tough start, a very tough start right now. The Mariners are a record of 5-15. Brewers aren't too bad. They're around 500. They're 9-8. So we'll see where they're at after tonight's 10-minute ticker. So Brewers and the Mariners tomorrow night as we get our first look at the Brew Crew and the M's. Bottom of the 7th inning. And we're going to see a pinch hitter for Rick Rhoden as he is done. So we'll see who the Pirates want to bring up. The Astros, of course, need to go ahead and get a pitcher out there, and we will do so. And let's see who it's going to be. And I think they're going to go with the right-hander. Coming on to pitch for the Astros will be Dave Smith. 5 wins, 3 losses, 8 saves, a 2.76 ERA. And coming on to pinch hit for the Pirates will be Dave Parker, Cobra, 258 average, 9 homers, 48 RBIs. So Dave Smith will pitch for the Astros. He will be the second Astros pitcher. Dave Parker will bat against him. Bottom of the 7th, 4-2 Pirates. Good game so far. Smith, he'll make the pitch. 3-5, that's a wild pitch, ball 1. And we'll do it again. Smith, 3-1. That's a blank. Parker swings, 5-6. And Parker leads off with a single to right. Base hit for Parker. He'll hold it first. So he comes off the bench and smacks a base hit. Nice way to start for him. Top of the order now for the Bucks. Here is Moreno. Moreno walked his last time up. He's 0 for 2. Infield a double play depth. Anything happening with Parker? 6. No, but there is a hit. I don't know. There's not going to be a hit. I don't think there's a hit and run. Let me see here. Parker. Let's see. 4 + 1 is 5. Moreno against the righties a 13. -2 is 11. +2 would be a 7. Yeah, they can get a hit and run, and Moreno's going to do it. He's not really a home run swinger, so he's going to go ahead and do a hit and run. So Smith will make the pitch. And that's a 4-6. That's an error on a throw. Moreno, 6-6, and that's going to be a fly ball to right field, and that will be out number 1. And Parker will have to get back. There won't be a throwing error there. Here's Foley. Foley is 1 for 3. And not this time. Smith will go ahead. He will pitch. 1-3. That's blank. Foley swings. 6-4. And Foley smacks a single past the shortstop. That's a base hit. Foley gets his second in the game. Parker's base running rating is a 3. He will not make third. He has to hold at second. But a base hit for Foley. Gets an insurance run in scoring position. And that will bring up Lacey. Lacey having a good night tonight. He is 2 for 3, a single, a double, and he does have a sacrifice fly. Checking to see what Smith's going to do. And at 19, Lacey, an excellent bunter, but he's not going to bunt here. Dave Smith. One of the Astros, not a bad closer for the Astros, I felt in his during his day. Smith, a 2-5, strikeout 4, got him, struck him out. That's a big K to get Lacey 2 outs. But now here comes the very dangerous and unpredictable Bill Madlock. Madlock is 3 for 3. He's got 3 singles. And he is a definite hitting threat. 2 outs. 4-2 Bucks. Checking the strap. That is a 6. Nothing happening there. Smith will make the pitch. 2-1 against a righty. That's going to be an automatic out. Smith's going to get out of it. That's going to be a grounder to second base. Up with it is Garcia. Throws it over to first for the outside retired. No runs, 2 hits for the Pirates. It's still 4-2 in favor of the boys in yellow and black. Or actually, in this case, they're wearing their white jerseys, but this is 1981. I think they were still wearing, in 1981, I still think they were wearing the yellow hats with the black rim. I don't think they went completely to the black hats. And I always preferred the yellow and black cap. I always preferred that cap instead. Just like I preferred the Red Sox red cap and with the blue brim. I always preferred that cap. If I was a Red Sox fan, that'd be the cap I'd be wearing. We go to the top of the 8th. Let's see who leads off. That's going to be Cesar Cedano for the Astros. We got right, left, right. So I think the Pirates will bring out a right-hander to pitch as they need a pitcher. And that is going to be Takovi. Here we go. 5 wins, 5 losses, 3 saves, a 2.49 ERA. Here is Takovi, and he is the second Pirate pitcher. Top of the 8th, 4-2. Good game here between the Astros and the Pirates. Takovi, a 6-2. That's blank. Cedano, 3-4, and that is a ground ball to short. Out number 1, ground out. Here is Cruz. Cruz is 1 for 3. He has a single in the game. Takovi getting set. He will make the pitch. 2-3 against the lefty. That's an automatic out. Nice job by Takovi. Ground out to first. And the Pirates are having a good day on the mound as well. Ivy is up, and he is 1 for 3. Got a double his last time up. Takovi will go ahead. Settle in. 6-3. Blank. Not tired. Ivy. 3-6. And that's a fly ball to right field. Easler will get to that one. And he will settle under it and will put it away. 1-2-3 inning. Go the Astros. 4-2. Still in favor of the Bucks. Bottom of the 8th inning. And Mike Easler is the leadoff batter for the Pirates. Easler is 0 for 3. Smith has 2 more batters he can face before tiring. He's got left, right. I think that's going to be it for Smith. He's going to come out. And the Astros will bring in a new pitcher, and it will be Joe Sambito. They'll go with the lefty. 5 wins, 5 losses, 10 saves, a 1.84 ERA. That is a great year for him. So here is Joe Sambito, and he will pitch to Mike Easler. Always preferred the all-Navy cap with the Chief. Yeah, I know. I always think they should never have left that. They should have always left that alone. Thank you being politically correct. That's just crap. Of course, the Astros had the best uniform in history, the rainbow uniforms. Those uniforms will never be copied. They were perfect the way they were. Sambito will make the pitch. 3-2, wild pitch, ball 1. Do it again. 1-2, blank. Easler. 6-3, fly ball, right field. And that will be taken care of by Walling. That's out number 1. 1 out, and here is Thompson. Thompson is 0 for 3. He's looking for his first hit here. Sambito, 1-6, strikeout 12. Got him, struck him out. Sambito gets Thompson. That's a nice big K on him. He had very bad strikeouts against lefties that year. So Thompson will go down on a K. And here's Nicosia. Nicosia is 0 for 2. He has a walk. Sambito will go ahead and pitch to him. Here it comes. 6-4. That's a blank. Sambito was not tired. Nicosia, 6-3, and that's a ground ball to third. Up with it is HOU. He has it, measures it, throws to first. Side retired. A 1-2-3 inning by Sambito. Remains 4-2 after 8. Will we see some 9th inning magic? I know for a fact Steeler fan does not want to see 9th inning magic. I am very sure he does not want to see 9th inning magic. He wants this game to be over with, just like anything else. I'm pretty sure Steeler fan does not want any 9th inning magic with the Astros down 4-2. Leading off for the Astros is going to be Art HOU. HOU is going to bat. He hits 296, so he's going to swing. He's going to hit here. And Takovi has 3 more batters he can face before tiring. They're going to keep him out. So Takovi, this is the early 1980s. As Steeler fan. So this is the early 1980s where pitchers, go and pitch. Not 2021, where if a pitcher makes 1 pitch, he's automatically considered tired and they yank him. Takovi with the pitch. 2-6, strikeout 4. No, he does not get him on that. HOU will swing the bat. 2-5, and that's a ground ball to short, and that's out number 1. 1 man down. Next up is Ashby, switch hitter, and he will hit. 271 average. Takovi looking to get a save. Steeler fan looking for some magic. Takovi, 3-3, hit by pitch. 12 is too high. Ashby, 1-3. Ground ball to short again. That's picked up by Foley. Gets it over to first. Out number 2. And now here is Kiko Garcia, and he will bat. He hit 272, so he will bat against Takovi. 2 outs, top of the 9th. Pirates looking to get a win on the Astros. Section 1933, hoping for some magic. Pitch from Takovi. 5-4, that's a range play. Garcia. 5-6, that's a fly ball to center field. That ball is hit to Moreno. His range is a 3. Does he get there and end the game? No, it's going to drop. And that is going to be a single for Garcia just right in front of him. Oh, Moreno could not get in there in time, and Garcia has a single. What? Did you expect the 1-2-3 closing inning at RJL 518? I think not. The railroad brick orange and black of the early 2000s. Yeah, I like that too. That was a good one. So Garcia gets himself a little magic there, but there's only a runner on first. A pinch hitter coming up for Joe Sambito. The Astros can go ahead and bring in anybody they want. So in this case, I will bring in the guy with the best hitting card in this case. And it is going to be this guy. Coming on to pinch hit for the Astros will be Joe Pittman. 281 average, no homers, 7 RBIs. Joe Pittman will come on to pitch, and Kent will come on to hit. Kent Takovi is now tired, and they are going to take him out. Takovi's going to come out. Pittman does not hit lefties as well. Let's see what the Pirates want to do. And they are going to... Bullpen for the Pirates wasn't too bad. Wasn't terrible. They're going to bring out I think they're going to bring out the lefty. Yeah, that's what they're going to do. Coming on to pitch for the Pirates will be lefty Grant Jackson. He's going to try to get the final out of the game. So here's Grant Jackson. 2 wins, 2 losses, 4 saves, a 3.77 ERA. And Joe Pittman is the batter. Question, do I want him to bat or bring in somebody else? And I want to bring in somebody else. Joe Pittman's going to be brought back, and coming on to pitch for the Astros will be Dickie Fawn. Dickie Fawn hits lefties better than Pittman does. A little lower average, but he hits lefties better. Dickie Fawn will now pinch hit. 274 average, no homers, 3 RBIs. His job is to try to just keep it going. So here's Grant Jackson against Dickie Fawn. 2 outs, top of the 9th, 4-2. Garcia on at first. There is no strategy roll. It'll be Jackson versus Fawn. Jackson with the pitch. 6-2. Strikeout 18 too high. Fawn will swing. 5-3 against the lefty. Single right past the second baseman for a base hit. Fawn comes in with the single. Garcia's base running rating is a 4. He will make third on that, and the Astros are still alive. Fawn comes through with a big base hit. Runners at first and third, and the batter is Denny Walling. And he will bat. Denny Walling will come on to hit for the Astros. Runners at first and third. Top of the 9th, 4-2. Jackson trying to get this game over. Runners at the corners, though. Jackson looking to do it. Every time we have the Astros on the board, strange things happen. No strategy roll. Infield normal. Jackson with the pitch. 5-4. Strikeout 4. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. That's your game. The Pirates go ahead and knock off the Astros tonight. 4-2 as Jackson goes ahead and gets the K. Against the lefty, 7 minus 2 is 5. That's a 4. And he does get Walling. Struck him out. And Steeler fan, of course, says rigged. A nice win for the Pirates tonight as they beat the Astros 4-2. And finally, we have a game that doesn't last about 2.5 hours. And that is your game tonight. Nice win for the Bucks. They get a good win there. It helps out their cause. Don't go away. Final line score and 10-minute ticker coming right up. There were no runs on 2 hits. Yeah, right. For the Pirates, 4 runs on 9 hits and 1 error. For the Astros, 2 runs on 10 hits and no errors. Rick Rhoden does get the win, and Bob Knepper takes the loss, and Grant Jackson does come in and get the 1-out save. 10-minute ticker coming right up. I have nothing against the Astros, believe it or not, Brian Patterson. I have nothing against them at all. I have nothing against the Astros at all. I mean, they want to be for cheating and that kind of thing. You know what? As far as I'm concerned, that's baseball. To me, that's just baseball. I just, they want to knock them for cheating, but I'll be honest. If the Astros do win the World Series, come in here and win the World Series this season, I would be more happy for Dusty Baker because he has never won the big series, at least not as a manager. And if he wins as a manager, that kind of goes ahead and gets that big monkey off his back. It is now time for the 10-minute ticker, brought to you by FastScore Baseball of Replay Sports. Let's now begin our 10-minute ticker beginning on May 2nd. Toronto at Baltimore had a doubleheader, game 1. Let's see, Toronto 11-13, and that's 1. Baltimore 8-25, and that's 2. A win for Baltimore. Game number 2. Toronto 2-51, and that's 3. Baltimore 12-61, and that's 7. Baltimore takes both games in the doubleheader. You're talking about inside pitch, whatever. Minnesota at Boston. Let's see, Minnesota a 9-22, that's 2. Boston a 16-54, and that's 7. The Red Sox are right now leading the American League East. Milwaukee at California. Milwaukee a 9-16, 2. California 13-43, and that is 5. Dang, the Angels, they've got already 18 wins this year. They are hot. White Sox at Oakland. White Sox 15-36, and they're actually back off to a good, they've gotten better now. That's 5. Cleveland. White Sox at Cleveland, actually. Cleveland a 16-24, and that's 3. The White Sox at one point were 1-7. They're now above 500. Yankees and the Athletics. Yankees an 8-26, and that's 3. Oakland a 3-22, that's 1. That's a win for the Bombers. Detroit at Seattle. Detroit 13-61, that's 7. Seattle a 5-62, and that's 5. That'll be a win for the Tigers. Kansas City at Texas. Kansas City not off to a good start. Kansas City a 362, and that's 5. Texas an 854, and that's 5. So we have extras there. Let's see. Kansas City has a 4, plus the 0 clutch is a 4. Texas has a 6, minus 2 is a 4. They will still win since it is a tie, and the home team gets the tie. So Texas wins in extras. Atlanta at the Cubs. Atlanta 1145, and that is 5. Cubs a 556, and that's 5. So we have extras there as well. A 6 for Atlanta. They have a 0 clutch, so it remains a 6. The Cubs a 1 for the Cubs, and they're a 0, so that's going to go to the Braves. Dodgers and the Expos. Let's see. Dodgers an 821. That's 2. The Expos a 522. That's 1. That's going to be a win for the Dodgers. Padres and the Mets. My Mets, as I said, an 81. Mediocre, if that well. See if we can get a good roll here. Padres a 545, and that is 4. The Mets have a 662, and that's 6. And I'll get a happy recap for that game. San Francisco and Philadelphia doubleheader, game 1. San Francisco 1765. That's 10. Philadelphia with an 844. That's 4. The Giants are off to a heck of a start too. If you want to know about the standings, just check them on the Universal Baseball Facebook page. I always post the standings there after every month. Game 2. See, San Francisco was 734, and that is 3. Philadelphia a 1432, and that is 4. And they will split a twin bill. Cincinnati and the Cardinals. Reds 1631, and that is 4. The Cardinals a 1345, and that is 5. That's going to be a win for the Cardinals. Moving on to May 3rd, Toronto at Baltimore. Toronto 952, and that is 5. Baltimore 1161, and that is 6. Another win for the O's. Minnesota at Boston. Minnesota 1411, that's 0. Boston a 1614, and barely that's 2. Another win for the Red Sox. Milwaukee at California. Milwaukee at 1144, that is 5. I believe so. Yep. California a 1244, and that is also 5. So we have extras there. A 6 and a 1. I don't think that's going to make a difference there. Milwaukee has a clutch of 1, which makes it a 7. California has a clutch of -3, and that's going to be a win for the Brewers. White Sox and Cleveland. White Sox and Cleveland. White Sox a 23-22. Okay. That's 4 runs. Cleveland a 12-35. And that is also 4 runs. So we have extras. A 6 for the White Sox. And that is going to be 6 minus, but they have a -4 clutch. So a 6 - 4 is 2. Cleveland has a 3. They get a 0, believe it or not. Even with that 6, Chicago loses this game. Cleveland gets the win. Yankees and Oakland in a doubleheader, game 1. Yankees a 144, and that's 3. Oakland a 924, and that's 2. A win for Oakland. I'm sorry, a win for the Yankees. Game 2. Yankees 11-12, and that's 1. Oakland a 531, and that's 2. And they will split a twin bill. Detroit at Seattle. Detroit 1536. and that is 5. Seattle, a 4-12. That's 0. Another loss for the Mariners. Kansas City at Texas. Not a good matchup there. Paul Splittorff against Fergie Jenkins. Kansas City, let's see. Kansas City, 9-12, and that's 0. Texas, a 12-55. That's 6. A win for the Rangers. Kansas City, I don't think is going to be a threat this year. Atlanta and the Cubs. Atlanta, 14-26. That's 3. Cubs, 5-44. That's 3 as well, so we have extras there. Let's see what happens. Atlanta has a clutch of 0. They rolled a 5. The Cubs, Chicago Cubs have a clutch of 0. They rolled a 4. That's going to belong to Atlanta. The Braves will get the win. Dodgers and the Expos. Dodgers, a 7-56. That's 5. The Expos, a 4-21. And that's only 1. That'll be a win for the Dodgers. Padres and the Mets in a doubleheader. Game 1. San Diego, an 18-44. And that's 6. The Mets, a 6-54. And that is 5. Not going to do it there. Game number 2. Padres, an 8-52. And that is 5. The Mets, a 10-21. And that is 2. And the Padres will take both games against the Mets. San Francisco and Philadelphia. 17-36 for the Giants. And that is 5. The Phillies, a 14-63. And that's 8. That'll be a win for the Phillies. Houston at Pittsburgh. Astros, a 3-14. That's 0. Pirates, a 5-54. And that's 5. And that'll be another win for the Pirates. I'm sure a Steeler fan will say rigged. Cincinnati and the Cardinals. Tom Seaver on the mound for the Reds. Let's see. Cincinnati, a 15-45. And that's 5. The Cardinals, an 8-42. And that's 4. And that game belongs to the Reds. Moving on now to May 4th. Minnesota at Baltimore. Minnesota with an 8-55. And that's 5. Baltimore, a 13-31. That's 3. Be a win for the Twins. Yankees in California. Yankees in California. Let's see here. Yankees, a 13-23, and that is 3 runs. California, a 13-16, and that's 2 runs. That's going to be a win for the Yankees. Boston and Kansas City. Boston, a 20-23, and that's 4 runs. Kansas City, a 13-24, and that's 3 runs. It'll be another win for the Red Sox. Milwaukee at Seattle. We have that game tomorrow. Milwaukee, a 15-56, and that's 7. Seattle, an 11-33, and that is 3. Mariners just not off to a good start. Houston and the Cubs. Houston now, let's see what they got. A 10-16, and that is 2. The Cubs, a 14-36, and that's 4. Another win for another loss on the Cubs. Houston loses all games today. Dodgers in Montreal. Sorry, Steeler fan. Dodgers, a 9-33. That's 3. The Expos, a 13-26. That's also 3. So we got extras. A 6 for the Giants. 6 for the Dodgers. And their clutch is -3, so it's a 3. A 1 for the Expos. And they have a 0, so the Dodgers are going to go ahead and get it because they rolled a 1. San Francisco, Philadelphia. Let's see. San Francisco, a 3-14, and that's 0. Philadelphia, a 14-62. That's 7, a win for the Phillies. Atlanta and the Cardinals. Atlanta, a 143. That's 3. The Cardinals, a 1644, and that will be 5. And the Cardinals will win that game. That is your 10-minute ticker tonight. If your team won tonight, congratulations. If they didn't, there's always tomorrow. And tomorrow we will be at the Seattle Kingdome. I believe they're at the Kingdome tomorrow, as the Milwaukee Brewers will take on the Seattle Mariners. Pete Vukovich against Jerry Don Gleason. That is tomorrow night's matchup on Inside Pitch for May 5th. Steeler fan, baby. Let's see, Brian Patterson, Philip Reynolds, Big Clue. Thank you all for joining me tonight. Please leave a like on your way out through the turnstiles. Subscribe if you've not done so. And make sure you hit the bell. Stay safe, stay healthy, stay smart, stay strong. And we'll see you guys tomorrow night. It is the Pirates taking out the Astros tonight, 4-2. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a good night.